Okay, so moving into the chamber breathing. This is just where we get the experience of breathing into different parts of the torso. So bring your hands to the lower abdomen, so somewhere below the belly button. And this time we're gonna let's do a series of 5 breaths into each location. So you're gonna start with an inhale through your nose, and you wanna feel your low belly really float upward and into your hands. The exhale for all of these exercises for the moment is just an easy release. So inhale into the low belly, really feel the flesh of your belly expand to push up into your hands, and then exhale to let go. I'll do 3 more. And you always want to be noticing if you start to collect additional tension in the body. Typical places are the neck and shoulders. Notice if you're scrunching up your face, or you might possibly be tensing in the legs or in the buttocks. So as you bring your attention into the breath, let the outer edges of your body soften. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And if you're beginning to feel comfortable with the breathing into the belly, you can make it a little bit bigger. You can think about really filling up like a balloon in the belly, so you feel that expansion, or like your lower abdominals were a chamber and you're trying to fill that space with breath. And then bring your hands up a little higher to the rib cage. So we've done this before, but we're going to go ahead and take a series of 5 breaths again, just to bring it all together. Inhale into the rib cage wide, side to side and into the back, and then let the breath out easily. And you may or may not already feel an increased capacity to move the breath and to move the rib cage. And if so, that's really great. And if not, then that's fine too. It does take time. And let's do 3 more breaths here. And while these guys are breathing and while you're practicing at home, a couple of things for getting comfortable while you're lying down. If you have any tension in your neck, feel free to put a rolled up towel or pillow under your neck. If you need a bolster or a blanket or a pillow underneath your knees, you can always lay your knees out on something so the low back is a little more supported. So do make sure that you're comfortable lying down. And then you're going to bring your hands, just bring one hand up to the sternum. So let your right hand rest and bring your left hand up to your chest. And put it right across, if you can touch both collarbones with your thumb and finger. Yeah, so you get a really nice sense of that, the chest moving as you breathe in. So you're going to inhale deeply and bring all that air up high into the chest. So you feel the collarbones rotate upward, you feel your sternum lift. And then as you exhale, really soften into the sternum. This softening or dropping in the chest is a really key part later on when we start to do the abdominal work. So big inhale into the chest, letting the collarbones rise and rotate up. And then as you exhale, feel almost as if the sternum could melt downward towards the floor. And we'll do 3 more here. Big inhale. Feel the rise of the chest. Exhale. And you're going to feel some work in the upper shoulders, and that's absolutely appropriate. If you start to feel too tense or strain in the neck and shoulders, then just pull back the breath a little bit. And then 1 more final breath into the chest. And you can see these guys, you can see the rise of the chest as they breathe up high. And then let the breath out softly. And then just to put it all together as a full breathing pattern, let your arms rest at your sides. You're welcome to always put your hand on your torso, anywhere where you feel like it's helpful to give you the experience of what's happening with the breath. We're going to just have these guys rest with their arms down at their sides. We're going to take the breath and connect all 3 chambers. So when you inhale, you're going to inhale from the base of the spine, from the low belly. Feel the belly rise. Bring the breath up into the ribs. Feel the ribs expand. And then ending with a slight rise of the sternum. And then exhale as you let the air out. And the spine at this point is just resting comfortable. So inhale. Sometimes I like to think of this as I'm filling up a vase, like I could fill up a vase of water. I'm filling up the torso with breath. So the breath comes up from the bottom. So you feel the belly rise and expand, moving the breath a little higher into the ribs, higher still into the chest, and then exhale all the breath out easily through the mouth, letting the jaw relax. And let's do that 2 more times. And see if you can breathe not only to the front of the body, but can you feel the breath expanding into the back of the body, which is a much trickier sensation to connect to, but really, really crucial for that balanced breathing and for the balance of the back muscles. So we'll do 2 more breaths here. Did I say that already? 2 more, 3 more. So if you can find the back expanding as you work all the way up. On your last breath, see if you can really just bring your attention into breathing into the back. Could you breathe into all of the vertebra, moving up the spine, into the back, between the shoulder blades, all the way up to the neck, and then let the breath out finally on the exhale. Good. So that's your lateral posterior rib cage breathing and your chamber breathing. So a couple of different exercises that you can practice to start to cultivate that sense of fuller, more efficient breathing, which is the foundation really of all of the Pilates exercises.